What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with my pal Alex and Feisty Pants.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Toy Show. It's Q&A 113. I remember when I did the first one, Q&A 1, and I just covered some basics about the show. That was a long-ass time ago. 56 Classic Rock Ambassador says Coke or Pepsi. Well, I informed him of a video, a certain video I will link for you all. Y'all. And how much I am a Pepsi drinker instead of Coke. Excuse me while I sip this. Bob Ding and Randy Fart want to know if I watch PTI, and I'm like, what's that? So obviously I didn't watch it. It's a sports show on ESPN called Pardon the Interruption, and I'm like, oh, I've heard of that. I just, I watch MLB Network instead. I mean, ESPN seems to have a lot of variety, where it covers into other sports other than baseball. I'm just a baseball guy, so MLB Network being all about baseball, doing the same thing all damn day of the week. All damn day, every day of the week, something. Solid steel day of the week. It made more sense to, watch that. And that's what I watched. So, I'm sure it's pretty good. I tuned into one episode, but they don't cover just baseball. So, I stick to just baseball. You could ask me who starts for the Giants. I am like, well, I know, I was about to say John Elway. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, the Manning brothers, are in football, and I really haven't watched football since, Brett Favre retired the first time, and then he came back, and then I was a little excited, and, my favorite player back in the day was, Barry Sanders. And you're all like, who's Barry Sanders? And then I'm saying, you guys are all going to hell if you don't know who Barry Sanders is. Joe's Channel wants to know, do you think Grimm should make a WWE debut now that Brian Myers has? I seem to think that Grimm and Brian Myers, I know they both love wrestling. I know they both love to wrestle. But I think Grimm and Brian Myers are on two separate ladders of the corporate ladder. Two separate rungs of the corporate ladder. And, if he gets a WWE debut, I think that would be great. I would totally support him in that. Paul Willis wants to know, I know a couple of your top 10 movies, like Spaceballs and Serenity. What else completes the list? Paul, there's a couple of movies. Now, I love a good action flick. I love a good sci-fi story. But there is a couple of movies that just, they get me right there. First one is a recent film called The Intern with Robert De Niro, Anne Hathaway. It's a nice movie. I love it. There's another one called About Time with Domhnall Gleeson and Rachel McAdams. Love it. That's really wow. If you don't watch that and you don't, if you watch it and you don't feel something, there's something wrong with y'all. I have a thing for baseball movies. Trouble with the Curve with none other than Clint Eastwood. Love it. That's a great film. Amy Adams is in that. Serenity, Spaceballs, the Star Wars films in itself. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. And Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Those three movies itself tell a great story about friendship. I count that as one. What else do I have over here? Oh, the Disney movie Bolt with the little dog. That is the cutest movie. Some other, make your heart feel better kind of movies. Just to remind you that there's other good people in the world. There's The Croods and The Incredibles. They're both kids flicks, but they both tell a great story about family. I love it. The Sandlot. I mean, how do you not get tired of The Sandlot? I've seen The Sandlot 100 million times. Maybe 99 million times. Maybe not 100 million. 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. That is a great movie. Moneyball never gets old. That's a great baseball movie. Christmas Vacation. I could quote almost all the lines from Christmas Vacation as good as I could quote Spaceballs. I can quote Spaceballs from opening scene to end credits. But Christmas Vacation I could almost do just as good. There's a lot. There's a lot that I could show you that's really good. Showtime with De Niro and Eddie Murphy. Was it Eddie Murphy? I think it was, pretty sure it was Eddie Murphy. That was really funny. I Spy with Eddie Murphy was hilarious. Eddie Murphy has got a lot of funny movies. He's got some crap movies, but he's got some funny movies, and those are the greatest. Let's see. Lord Red Panda, he rewatched the Nat Geo special where they came and filmed my baseball cards on national television. They did. He says, do you regret getting rid of the cards? I actually still have them. And he says, oh, wow, my dad collects and would probably buy a couple off you in odds to get all of them off you. I would sell him all of them if he wants. I totally would. I've had my day with my Andy Van Slyke cards. They're a mighty collection. It's closer to 50,000 cards than it is to 60,000 cards. But I would sell them. I would. For the right price. Not for like $5. Jesus Christ. Twisted Clown wants to know my thoughts on the suspensions of Paige and Eva Marie. There's something going on with Paige. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she's hurt or what. I've heard she's pregnant. I heard she's just like a wild child. I heard you can't keep her under control. And then, back injury, shoulder injury, neck injury, vagina injury. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I believe her and Alberto Del Rio's suspension revolves around what's going on with Paige. What they're telling us about Paige is absolutely nothing, and there's a lot to the story, and I cannot wait till it all comes out. I don't even care what's going on. I just want Paige back in the ring so I can see her on a weekly basis and cheer for her and root for her, and she can be champ again. Eva Marie, I can give two rats asses about less. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Frankly, I'm trying to say I don't care. I mean, it sucks that she's on the card for SummerSlam tonight, and she's in a she's not going to be able to wrestle because she got the 30-day wellness suspension. But their odds are she wasn't going to wrestle anyway. She was probably going to back out of the match and maybe, have another wardrobe malfunction and barely contain her boobs in her hands. Her boobs are ginormous. I don't know how she stands up straight. I mean, Jesus Christ. David Griffin wants to know who would win in a triple threat match, Mario, Zelda, or Sonic, and why. I don't know. I don't know. Do you see Hulk Hogan coming back to the WWE? I'd like him to. I don't know that he is. He's got a lot of, what he has been going through is really clouding up his public image, and it's give it a couple of years, and I'm sure it'll. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan, welcome back, yeah, and everybody will forget. Would you rather go day swimming with Paige or night swimming with Trish? Hello, night swimming always. With Trish would be a lot better. I could totally take that. Chicken and fries and talk baseball with Derek Jeter, or pizza and talk wrestling with Roman Reigns and Feisty Pants. Anything that involves my son is always my choice where it doesn't involve my son. So obviously we're going to go have pizza and talk wrestling with Roman Reigns. Would you rather watch a full week of Drake and Josh, iCarly, and Crowded, or horror movies all weekend with Miranda Cosgrove? Well, gee, I could watch some kid shows, or I can sit and watch some horror movies with Miranda Cosgrove and wait for her to jump into my arms when she's scared. Yeah, gee, let's go for that. The top 10 legendary Major League Baseball players of all time. I would have to pick like 10 Hall of Fame Yankees from back in the day. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Lou Gehrig, Phil Rizzuto. Wow, Whitey Ford. Oh, Yogi Berra. And a couple more. Everybody, I guess you can't rule out Ted Williams. I mean, Roberto Clemente, Ted Williams, and then 8 Yankees. That's it. Don Drysdale. What was the craziest moments you and Feisty Pants had in the Minecraft the series? I don't know what Minecraft the series is. So I don't know. And we don't really have crazy moments. I mean, you can watch what, we put up in Minecraft videos every week. David comes up with some awesome questions, and then he comes up with some oddball questions that I have no idea how to answer. These are oddball questions, David. Have you and the original champ ever saw a garfish? Yes, we catch garfish. It's like a regular fish in the river here. You catch it, you're like, ah, damn, I got another gar. And if so, would you ever catch one for $10 million and a chance to go to any WWE event for the next 5 years. If you're paying us $10 million to go catch a gar, I'll go catch you 50 gar, and I'll go to pay-per-view events for the next 20 years. How about that? We'll do some multiplication. Math! How hard was it getting WCW and WWE pay-per-views back in the day, and do you miss it? I don't miss it at all, because it was just as hard as it is now. All you would do is call up your cable company and be like, hey, cable company, yeah, I want to watch wrestling this Sunday. Thanks, bye. And you turn it on. When it comes on, it's all. Now you just have the network. You just go to the network. It's not any different. It wasn't any harder than it is now for those people who don't have the network and they go watch their pay-per-view through the cable company still, which is dumb. What else? What matches are you looking forward to seeing on tonight on SummerSlam? Wow, couldn't get that one out. Well, if you watch my SummerSlam picks right here, I'll link this video. I posted it yesterday. You will see that I talked about the Sasha Banks match because that's going to be the best match on the card. Although Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, even though we all know Finn Balor is going to win, is probably going to be a good match. I would like to see Roman Reigns beat the crap out of Rusev, but Rusev, he might win. I don't know. And do you think Degeneration Fat and Pal Nation will nail the F out of it tonight? Doing what? I mean, I nail the F out of it, you know, in my sleep. Ha ha ha! Brandon Gretaman wants to know what if you and Grim and Doo-Hop and the Ninja Twins were downloadable characters in WWE 2K17? I think that would be awesome! I could totally go for being a downloadable character in a video game. That would be friggin' cool. Who do you want to be in the NFL or MLB Hall of Fame? Anybody who deserves to be in there. I don't even know. Who's eligible for the Football Hall of Fame? I don't really follow football that closely. And as far as like baseball goes, watch my Hall of Fame talk from the fall. I talked all about it for like weeks. And who do you think is better, Tony Hawk or Shaun White? Definitely Tony Hawk. Jackson Stoddard, who would be your first draft pick? I would have gone with Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac. I would have drafted Dean Ambrose as he is the WWE champion at the time, coming off of Raw. I would have drafted him right to SmackDown. If I had a show called Alex's Show on Thursday nights, I would have totally drafted him to that. John O wants to know if I have any graded baseball cards. I have about 20 to 30 graded Andy Van Slyke cards. I would show them to you, but they're all packed away in the closet. I don't actually keep them out like it looks in the show, the TV show. It's actually stored away in the closet. And what was the best card you pulled from a pack? You know, I had the worst time pulling Andy Van Slyke cards from a pack. I once bought an entire box of Donruss, say 93 Donruss, 92 Donruss. It was whenever the Elite cards were out. I believe it was 93. And I bought an entire box of Elite cards. Did not get one Andy Van Slyke, but I got multiples of all my friends' favorite players, and the Elite card that I pulled out of the box, Andre Dawson Elite card. Can't pull a friggin' 25-cent Andy Van Slyke card, but I can pull you, an $80 Andre Dawson card, no problem. True story. All right, folks, leave your questions in the comments. I answer them every Sunday, and if you have something to send to fan mail for me to open on Fan Mail Fridays, this is where you want to send it to. Alex's Toy Show, P.O. Box 13, Bayville, New Jersey, 08721. Don't forget to watch the most important part of the show right there. That's where I'm going to link it. I got to get in the shower and get over to the guy's house to watch SummerSlam because it's coming on.